What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be going over the top 5 ADCs as of, what is it, OB20 patch? I think that's the patch that we're on, or as of October 14th in the big year of 2025. I'm going to tell you guys what I think about the ADC role, what characters you should be playing, and their builds, of course. We'll go over their builds. And yeah, and if you disagree with me, sound off in the comments. Even though you're wrong, I'm right. I'm going to go down the list starting at number 5, and I'll also have an honorable mention for you guys today. So that's the plan. Let's go ahead and get into it. Coming at number 5, we got Anhur. Anhur's just kind of like a jack of all trades. He's also relatively safe in some matchups, like in his stuff that, like, you know, cages. So like Yamoja ult, Hou Yi ult, Odin cage, that kind of thing. He's got the leap for it. He's got CC immunity. But he doesn't like completely shine because we kind of are in like a late game ADC meta, because you can scale really easily, and the builds are really good late game. You can one-shot them, and the time to kill late game right now in Smite is insanely low. Like you kill people in like 3 or 4 autos sometimes, and you'll get hit by like a couple mage abilities and die. So yeah, we're kind of in a late game meta, so that's why he's not higher on the list, but he's still generally good, generally speaking. He can get away with a few different builds. You're gonna notice that with some of the ADCs today. The first item in most builds right now is pretty open-ended. Not your starter item. You should have Death Toll every single game with tier 1 axe. So that looks like this with 3 health potions. And I personally like to go the Raven Ward. What is it called? Yala Flare. I like to go this every game. It's just nice for making aggressive plays. When I want to make a play, I just send it out where I think they are, and then, you know, that helps out a lot. But this is going to be your start every single game on every ADC, except for one that we'll talk about probably, or 2 that we'll talk about. But yeah, Death Toll every game unless you're ability-based hunter, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So your first item is kind of up in the air. It's really up to you what you're comfortable with, what you like. You can go Lernaean. You can go Dagger of Frenzy if you like this item. You can rush something like Tearfing if you like that item. Like, there's options here. A lot of times Lernaean is a good first option. It kind of depends on what route you want to go down. If you're noticing that a lot of people are putting Spectral in your games, then you probably want to stay away from crit, except for maybe on like one character that we'll talk about. But if they're not building a lot of Spectral, then crit is very, very good. So you can go something like Lernaean into Rage, into a Wind Demon, into a Deathbringer, and then Titan's Bane, and you go Titan's Bane in like every single one of your builds. There should be a Titan's Bane. It's like the single best item in the game. So Lernaean can crit, so you combo that with crit, and it's very, very good. And then in last item, it's really up to you. You could even go a defense item here if you want. You could go some extra lifesteal. You could go Rip Talon here if you like. It's really up to you. So this is a decent crit build, but in a lot of your games, you can also switch these in and out. Like, you could probably have, you could go Rage first, so you can get that started, like in stacking that up, and then go Lernaean, and then go Deathbringer or whatever. But as a general rule of thumb, people are going to have Spectral, so you're going to have something in the back pocket for those games. I personally have been really liking Dagger of Frenzy lately. So Dagger of Frenzy into, we're not going crit with this build, like I said, into Tearfing or Oboe, one or the other. You're going to go the other after anyway, into a Titan's Bane. So a bulk of your damage is coming from your Tearfing and just like your flat auto damage plus a Titan's Bane pen. And then you can round this build out, again, with kind of whatever you want. You can go Fatalis here. I think that's fun. It's pretty good. If you feel like they're really, really tanky, you can go Exy here for even extra shred. Especially on somebody like Anhur, you'll be doing like true damage to them. So you can go that. You go Fatalis here. Anything really. But this is the core of the build, especially these 3 items: Oboe, Tearfing, and Titan's Bane. As long as you have those 3 items, you can kind of get away with some other items in these other slots. So yeah, keep that in mind. But yeah, that's Anhur at number 5. I'll go ahead and throw Anhur build OB20. We'll save that, but this is also supposed to be this guy. All right, we'll save that. And do you have to publish it? Whatever. All right, that's Anhur at number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have Xbal. A similar vein. You can go crit on this character, except if you go crit, what I like to do is rush Rage. Same thing though. We're going Death Toll. We're going tier 1 axe. Pretty simple stuff. We go some health potions. We go this guy, and we go beads. Basically beads every single game. Sometimes you can go Aegis if they're really lacking in CC. Sometimes Shell if they have like Odin Cage and stuff and are lacking CC, but for the most part, you have beads every game. That'll be Death Embrace late game. But on Xbal, if I'm going crit, again, it kind of comes down to the game. If they're really squishy, or say they have like a a mage solo, for example, you probably want to go crit. It's unlikely they're going to build spectral. Even if they do, like, you're still going to hit pretty hard. So you can go crit in that scenario, or if you just feel like people aren't really responding with spectral a lot of the time, or they don't have double spectral in your games, like sometimes I have in mine, then you can just slam crit because it's very, very good. But what I like to do on Xball specifically is rush rage and then go Rip Talon. Your passive will make up for the little bit of lack of damage you have from going Rip Talon early. Xball passive slams really, really hard, so you can honestly get away with that easily here. And then you go straight into that Deathbringer, into a Titan's Bane, like I said. Where's Deathbringer? I'll just type it in. Oh, what? Oh, it's because I have attack speed. Sorry. I had attack speed in the filter. So yeah, Deathbringer into a Titan's Bane. Again, Titan's Bane in every single build, it's the best damage item in the game. And then a character like Xball, you could probably go like Fatalis here. Again, you have enough damage from your passive. And Fatalis, especially with combined with your ult's pretty nice. But if you feel like they're really tanky, you could also just slam an Xe here. You could also slam Tearfing. That works as well. Even in that first option, that first slot, you could also go Sunbeam Bow. If you want to go Sunbeam Bow, that's also an option. If you're comfortable playing around that and you're not wasting all your mana and all that, it's also good. Same thing though on Xball is you can go the other route. You don't have to go crit on him. So you could do the same thing. You could rush Tearfing into Oboe, into Titan's Bane. Same kind of concept. I actually do like Lernaean. Well, Lernaean in general, you want to build on characters that have their own setup. So it's not necessarily the best on Xball. So a character like, maybe like Agni has his own setup, Agni aspect. Or Hou Yi can stun somebody and then proc Lernaean bow on him. So it's a lot of burst. So if you kind of want to go at it like that, if I don't have any CC, then I go Dagger. If I do have some CC, then I can go Lernaean. But it's really up to you. So yeah, again, same thing, Oboe, Tearfing. You could also go Tearfing first, then Oboe. I personally really, really like Oboe as an item, so I like to go it first. But damage-wise, Tearfing will be a little bit better if you're just in a pure 1v1. And the same thing here. You could go Fatalis or something like Xe. And then honestly, you can go something like Magi's last item. Say they have a lot of CC. This will keep you alive. You'll do enough damage because, like I said, time to kill is really, really low. And who knows, that CC might be able to save you, that CC immunity. Go something like Magi's here. That also is really, really good. So we'll just slam Xball, ADC, build, OB20. I forget how to actually publish these. We'll save it. Anyway, so that was Xball at number 4. Coming in at number 3, we have Princess Bari. So this is one character you're not going to go Death's Embrace on, or Death's Toll. And that's because she's an ability-based character. So they actually buffed her this recent patch for some reason. She had her limelight, or time in the limelight for so long. She was maybe a little bit worse, but then they buffed her. So I think she's super, super strong again. And because it's late game meta, like in most games, you're going to get this build online. And this build is absolutely insane. So go health potions. Same thing though. We got the tier 1 of Axe. You always want to get this. The reason you go this instead of like tier 1 bow or just like extra potions is because this 10 strength that you get from this combined with your starter item makes you hit really, really hard early game as an ADC. Your autos will be hitting for like 90. So you have a lot of kill potential with that. Yellow Flare, of course, will be upgrading to Bluestone Brooch. So I personally really like rushing Barbed Carver. I'm not really ever getting more lifesteal in my build, except for maybe in some games as a last item. You'll see. But Barbed Carver, even without other lifesteal items, hits really, really hard. We ran the numbers. Somebody in my chat was talking to me about it. It can slam for like 900 damage late game with no other lifesteal in your build on certain characters. So, and I just think it's like a decent item. 40 strength, 7.5% lifesteal, and some extra damage on the passive. But it can hit very hard, regardless of you building other lifesteal items, which sometimes you will, because we're going to go Crusher, then we're going to go Heartseeker, wherever this guy is. Crusher, Heartseeker every game on your ability-based characters. 2 items are very, very strong still. 60 strength and 15 cooldown rate on Crusher, so that's nice. And then the passive from Heartseeker just hits for so much. And of course, Titan's Bane in every single build. And this is where we can mix it up a little bit. You could also go Lernaean on your ability-based characters with this build because it actually hits pretty hard. Bari doesn't have the greatest self-setup for it, so you don't have to do it on her. But what I was talking about before is you can also go Bloodforge here. So then you do back up that Barbed Carver a bit with a little bit more lifesteal. And then last item, situational, can change depending on the game. You don't really want to go Oathsworn on Bari because she does magical damage, and that lowers their physical protections. However, all of your items do proc a physical damage, so it's not actually that bad on her. But yeah, you still have really good base damage, so you don't really want to waste a slot on Oathsworn Spear. Sometimes I go Deathbringer as my last item just for some random crits and fights. It can literally one-shot people with your combo. But yeah, Magi's a lot of the time because, again, you do so much damage with this build already. Just Magi's to keep you alive for maybe one more ability, maybe maybe save you from like a Humbatsold or a Thorol or something like that because they couldn't proc it. That kind of thing can be very, very good. So Bari build. I'll say a Bari ADC build, but you could probably build this in mid as well and it'd be fine. It'd be 20. So yeah, that's Bari at number 3. Very strong character, very fun as well. Bari's so cool. Coming in at number 2, we have Hou Yi. Oh my goodness. Hello, Cleo. Everybody say hi to Cleo. Cleo's trying to say hi, YouTube. Give her a kiss. Oh my goodness, you smell like fish, girl. I'm doing a video. Relax. Okay. Coming in at number 2, we got Hou Yi. Still very, very good. Instant immunity on his jump. Like, he's just so safe. Another character that can go either way. You can go down a crit route or a like more proc route or shred route. The thing about Hou Yi is he doesn't have an attack speed stim in his kit. So if you don't build some attack speed items early, it kind of feels bad. So you're going to have to go probably like into a Rip Talon early and maybe like a Wind Demon if you're going to go down the crit path. So we're going to go ahead and show you that. Axe. Some potions from the potion seller because we're going into battle. And beads, of course. So yeah, that'll look something like this. Again, it's more about the core of the build what's important. That's going to be your Rage, your Deathbringer, your Titan's Bane. And on a character that doesn't have an attack speed sim, you probably want to have a little bit more. So something like you could rush Rage on Hou Yi. Again, I know I said you don't have an attack speed stim, but we're going to be going on attack speed in our next 2 items. So I think it's fine on this character because a lot of your kill potential early game is coming from your abilities anyway, like your Hou Yi ult, your ricochets, all that. So it's not too bad as long as it's you're going to get that attack speed eventually. So something like this, similar to what we showed you earlier on Anhur, could be pretty good. Crit chance, there it is. I should just like kind of show. So yeah, we get some attack speed, some nice attack speed from our Rip Talon and our Wind Demon, because this gives us 45% when we're critting, and we should be critting a lot by this point, especially if we have any rage stacks. And then last item, do like to round it out with some attack speed on a character like Hou Yi, so you're just a late game powerhouse. You could go Oboe, you can go Fatalis, you can go Xe if they're feeling really tanky. Maybe they're grouping up a lot, so you go Oboe, like I said. Or you can go Lernane because you're going a crit build and you have set up for it. So that's probably your best bet a lot of the time, but it's up to you. Yeah, that's Hou Yi at number 2. And you can also go the other route with the shred build. I don't need to go over it again. You guys know what I'm talking about. Hou Yi ADC build. OB20. I guess I don't have to put build in. But anyway, that's Hou Yi at number 2. And before we get to number 1, let's go over a couple honorable mentions. I think Medusa is heavily underrated right now. I was considering putting her in the top 5, honestly. But let me show you her build. It's very, very similar, if not the exact same, as the Bari build. So it shouldn't be too difficult to figure out where I'm going with this. We go this, we go this, we go Brooch, and we go that Barbed Carver, like I said, into Crusher and Heartseeker. Now the only difference that I'm going to throw in here is I am going to be going that Lernane bow, 5th item, because your combo on Medusa is, a lot of times it could be you dashing on them with your 1. So if you dash and auto cancel with that and then hit them with your 1 and Lernane, bro, you will literally one-shot somebody. I have a clip of it. Maybe Loyal can put that right here. I literally like one-tap people all the time with this combo. It's so fun and it's so broken. That's why I think she's heavily underrated. So these 5 items right here are going to be your core. I mean, these 3 items are your core, really. But as long as you have these 3 items, you're going to be in a decent spot. But yeah, I like to go Lernane and Barbed Carver. And then if you do want to go like the extra lifesteal to back up that Barbed Carver, or just to have that shield late game, make it really hard to die, you have a lot of sustain between these 2 lifesteal items and Bluestone Brooch HP regen. So you can go that. Or again, you have enough damage. You could go Magi's here. You can go Oathsworn actually on Medusa. That's also pretty strong on her because she does do physical damage. You're going to be slamming with that, so you can go Oathsworn if you like that. You could even go Pendulum and like use that in a team fight late game to get your dash back up or your 1 back up, and it could win you the fight. So it's really open-ended. Whatever you're most comfortable on or what item you like the most is really just going to be the best bet here. As long as you're getting the rest of the items down, you'll be in a good spot. So yeah, that's Medusa. I'll just keep Oathsworn in there, and wait, that's the name of the build. Whatever. Oh, it says game version OB20. Yeah, I can always check that. Okay, ADC, Medusa, Giga Chad, underrated build, OB20. I know you have to actually look up the name to find it, so I probably shouldn't title it that long, but wait, why is it saying? Okay, there we go. Whatever. So that's Medusa as an honorable mention, even though I kind of think she's top 5. And another honorable mention. He's not even in this. That's crazy. He's not even in this selection. Another honorable mention is Agni. He could arguably be top 5 as well. He has a lot of pressure. This is with Aspect. Make sure you're going Aspect with this. Create a build. Make sure that's on. Aspect is everything for this, so don't play regular Agni ADC with this build. Make sure you're Aspect. But pretty much the same thing. I do think crit is good on this character as well. Let me go ahead and show you. And the reason I think this is because he has very easy self-setup stun with his bomb 1 or his 2-1. So they just sit there, sit still. You can do that on carries from pretty far away. And you can combo that with a Lernaean bow first item. So if we go Lernaean bow into crit, guaranteed setup for Lernaean, all the procs because we're going to be stunning them. We'll be going that rage, like I said earlier. And you don't really need a ton of attack speed on Agni. You kind of decent attack speed anyway, but again, a lot of your combo is going to be coming from stunning them, hitting your Lernaean, and hitting them with a couple autos. And your ability damage from your passive with this Aspect is also insane. So kind of this is going to be your core, and the rest is up to you. They're tanky, Xy. If you just want to do some AoE damage, Oboe, whatever. Go Wind Demon here as well, just for more crits. So just make sure you're critting on every single auto. Also gives you a ton of attack speed. So you can do something like that, and then you can go something like Magi's last item. Plenty of damage, you'll be fine. And that's your... Wait. Dude, I keep trolling. So this is... I put the title here, or did I put it here? I don't freaking know. Oh, that's me looking it up. Yeah, okay. I'm trolling. Okay, Agni, ADC, build, OB20. That's what the issue is. I'm titling it. I need to title it there. No problem. I'm struggling. I'm an old man. I'm unk. So anyway, that was our 2 honorable mentions. And number 1, coming in at number 1. Can anybody guess it? Drum roll, please. It's Jing Wei. I typed it in before I even finished the drum roll, or even started the drum roll. Jing Wei is at number 1. Like I said, it's a late game meta, and this build I'm about to show you is disgusting. You literally 3-shot people, like from full HP. Absolutely disgusting. Let me show you it. Same thing, starting off the same way on every character that's auto attack based, and then every character that's ability based. They're starting the same as each other. Yellow Flare, health potions, beads. Death Embrace, just a little bit different than the regular crit build that I'm going to show you. We're actually going to be going devs. Jing is very good at farming, and the power that you get, or the strength that you get from dev gloves, is going to back up this build I'm about to show you. So you do want to go devs on her specifically. Everyone else you don't really want to. Just takes a little bit too long to get online, and you don't really need it. It hurts your fight in lane, so it kind of delays some of your power spikes. So we are going to be going dev gloves on Jing Wei specifically, and of course we're going rage, and we're going to be going hydras. A little bit different, but because Jing Wei has multiple charges of her 2, it's very easy to just get guaranteed hydras procs that crit, and they're very easy to hit as well because they're kind of unmissable, and they hit for a lot. And this is why you're like 3-shotting people into a Deathbringer, into Titan's Bane, so everything else is pretty much the same. And then we're going Lernaean as well because it's very good with crit. If I could type it in, I need to learn how to type it in. Lernaean, there we go. So we're going to get Lernaean procs that are critting. We're already one-shotting them with our AoE autos, with our 2 hydras procs. And you don't need a ton of attack speed as Jing Wei because, again, you have charges of your 2 that are nice auto cancels, and you get attack speed from your 1. And it doesn't matter. Like, would you rather have a bit more attack speed or absolutely one-shot them with your AoE autos? The answer is always the latter. So yeah, I'm putting the beads here, but you guys get the point. So yeah, that's Jing Wei build. It's been like that. That's actually a Smite 1 build that was cooking. It's even better in Smite 2 with Lernaean. So it's quite disgusting. So make sure you guys are abusing Jing Wei right now in your rank games. 20. I think she's number 1. Can never really go wrong with her. Even her early game isn't that bad. Like, I was hitting somebody for like 102 per auto early game at level 2, I think, today. That's like 5 autos and like Squishy's dead, or like 6 autos. Absolutely crazy. It was after I dashed in off of my 1, but it was still hitting for like 90 autos base anyway. But yeah, so that's Jing Wei at number 1. So those are, in my opinion, the top 5 ADCs right now. Comfortability is always important. So if you're having success on Rama, keep playing him. I mean, Ullr ADC is decent with the ability-based build. Cupid could be a nice counter matchup. Artemis is a bit underrated as well, but those are the, if you stick to those characters and those builds, you should be climbing in ranked and winning more of your games. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned a thing or two. I'm going to try to do some more ADC play-by-plays now that I'm playing it a lot more, and try and show you guys a thing or two about how to play the role, or at least from what I know, my perspective of it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe and healthy as always, guys. Peace out. Twitch chat, say bye, YouTube. They can see you in the top right. In the top right, they'll see you. Say bye, YouTube. It might even be you. It might even be you in the future. You could say bye, YouTube. You were saying bye to yourself. Holy. I hate YouTube. Chat. Or YouTube. YouTube comments. Type I hate Zubba. XUBBA. When this video comes out. We need a flood of comments in the YouTube comments saying I hate Zubba. Okay? Oh my goodness. I don't think you guys heard that, but somebody just did a jump scare redeem on my Twitch chat. Anyway, later guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.